Well, I have me a really nice part of the side of my yard here. Look at all these trees. But the problem is, it just doesn't look too pretty. I mean, look at that. It's all overgrown, kind of junky on the ground there. See, I would just love to turn this into a shade garden. Now this here is going to be a lot of work. A project of this magnitude is going to require cutting down some trees, cutting down some bushes, clearing some poison ivy, clearing out some of these logs. I'm going to have to prevent more poison ivy from growing on the ground. Gonna have to clear this mess out. But once I'm done with all that, I'll have a nice clear spot. I'll be able to plant shade plants, shade bushes, shade flowers. I could have a little nature walk through here. You see, I'd love to have a little path that you could walk through here in the summer and just look up, enjoy the trees, pretend like there's a little bush right there, some flowers on it, a little hosta there. Now it's going to be a huge project. I'm going to have to tackle this in multiple parts. But today we're going to get started on it. So the first thing is I'm going to cut down a few of these tiny little trees here to make room for the big ones. But I'll be using a handsaw, because why not? Alright, we're getting close. Maybe I can just push this thing over. Let's see. Well, there she went. That wasn't much to it at all. Let's just finish this cut off. There she is. We got another tree right here. Nice clear path down there. Let's cut him down too. That's not your traditional notch. But for a lightweight tree like this, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. Let's see if we can push this guy over, huh? My GoPro went flying off my head, but hey, we're still here. She is hanging on. Maybe I can just pull it. There she goes. Now that we've done a little handsaw cutting, it's time for some fun stuff. I'm talking about chainsaw cutting. Got my little whip right there. When you're cutting down a tree, you just gotta let it rip. Alright, send it, dude. Oh, that's such a... Damn, that's dangerous, bro. Maybe I can push it over. There she goes. Yeah! Let's let this one rip. Well, I got one more big one to cut. Now this one's a little intimidating now. Check it out. All right, I want to aim this thing this way. She sat in there. Whew, man, what have I done? Well, can't stop now. I think I just need to cut it a little bit more. That there? It's a fallen tree. Yes, sir. We got her. Woo! Wow. Now that was something. What a mess we got here. Now look at this. I'm gonna be spending the next 10 hours here cleaning up all this mess right there. It feels good that this dead tree is down though. That was always a widowmaker. Well, now that I've taken the deep breath, the dust has settled on cutting down those trees. Now it's time to start our next phase of our dream garden. I chopped up a bunch of logs. They're maybe 4 to 8 foot long. We have all this brush here. We'll start with this big guy. Oh, he's heavy. Oh, man. Yeah. This here's a workout. Oh, one-handed, holding the camera. That right there is gonna start our path. And as you can see, the path is coming along real good. We can walk along here. See this nature walk? Oh, this is just gonna be awesome. And then we have all that area to plant some shade plants. This is gonna be more epic than I could ever imagine. Just throw them over there. This is gonna be some good dirt too when all this green material breaks down. Them gonna be some happy bushes in that garden over there. And I like a happy bush. I love it. Fresh mulch. I'll put this mulch about 3 inches thick. That'll be nice and strong like. Now I don't have cardboard right here, but I do have such a thick layer of tree clippings that should deter some of those weeds while I get my plants established. We pile this on nice and heavy. Don't be shy now. Toss that wheelbarrow aside, spread it on nice and thick like. Now tomorrow I'll be having to get more mulch pulled on around here, dump it around all these tree clippings. Now these tree clippings, heck, maybe I'll even find me a bush. Finding me a good bush to plant is one of the funnest things that I can ever do in life.